everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Raiders are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Chargers, who will need to solve that secondary.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay and Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards there on the carry. Gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles. Because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Rivers in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 91 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
They'll try to run for the first time with Freeman. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Carr. He goes underneath to Freeman. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Crabtree that time, and now it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Get down!
The first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal, and I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. In motion left goes Crabtree. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
2nd down following the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. A little juke. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Throwing Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Reminder that coming up later tonight in the national window, we'll see the Giants travel out to Denver to take on the Broncos. And then tomorrow night, it's the Colts and Titans, an AFC South battle from Nashville.
Both of them have designs on winning that division.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And now it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing his Carr on third down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. 6-year man Marquette King on to punt. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
First down, Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Second down now after the incompletion. They run. Devontae Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He finds Roberts, complete. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. They go play action here on first down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On second down, Lynch. And he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They toss to Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Now Carr throwing on second down. Cook with a first down and much more. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22. first down. The run with Lynch. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw his Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They'll run for it. Lynch, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Chargers. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He's got the rookie from Clemson, Mike Williams. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Rivers now to throw on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll throw again. Rivers. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Six yards to go here on second down. Carr now to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Brandon Mebane coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Hey, 734. Here we go. 280.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. To throw is Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Rivers on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Four yards remaining now on second down. A toss play. Gordon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Shift together here from the D-line. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Rivers, looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career. You're saying that's going into the trophy case? I'd put it there. Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Devontae Freeman, 94 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one. And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on the second half no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow. Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive. A second down throw for Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what?
That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Rivers now. Open man, it's Allen. He's by himself, Keenan Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Novak out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Coming left, it's Freeman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he's into the clear. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A first down throw here for Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Second down, Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd down, Rivers again. Benjamin with it over the middle. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On 3rd down, Rivers trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Ohio State, Garyon Conley. And nothing but daylight ahead. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
All right, here we go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, I had a 1st-round grade on Hunter Henry coming out of Arkansas for his ability to get downfield and create openings, create space, and he proved his worth as a rookie tight end in 2016.
34 catches, led all rookie tight ends in the league. Rivers now on 2nd down. Going underneath for Gordon. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They go play action here on first down. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And give him a full 10 yards there. 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. No back out now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Carr going to look to throw. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On play action, it's Carr. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Get down, get down. 180.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he gets this one to Michael Crabtree. Carr to Crabtree, good for a Raider first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Carr going to throw here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Intended that time for Cooper at its 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The strong running.
you